Hello everyone. Today we have a very renowned company's executive director, Varun Moolchandani. Varun has been in the business for about 30 years. Archies Limited started in 1979, 44 years ago, by Mr. Anil Moolchandani, who built it from scratch. As I am being told that the business was started from the idea of selling posters, and now it has become a massive enterprise which is spanning in many cities across the country and abroad. So, welcome Varun to the show.
Thank you.
And we would like to know first from you, what is your success mantra? What do you believe is needed for?
See, for every success mantra, we have to get, that admiration from that intellectual idol of your life who does everything. You look up to that person. So for me, it's always been my father. He started from a sari store, working at a sari store, and then started this brand called Archies for India, which is the gifting and social expression leader of our country since 44 years. So he started with an idea in 1979 to have posters and songbooks, and from there, at those times we never had those lyrics of the English songs and all. So that became a rage. All the international artists, we could go through the lyrics and hum their songs and all. That started with the posters of Western movies, English movies, and at that time Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, and all those Michael Jacksons and all those were rage, Bryan Adams. So that's how we developed into the poster category from songbooks. All was initially paper categories.
Yeah.
So from songbooks it started to stationery. Then we had a stationery department which created stationery for office, for gifting, for everyday stationery you used to have, because everything was synced with the paper.
Correct.
Songbooks ho gaye, stationery ho gaye, and then obviously we got a very encouraging response from the trade, and then there was a huge demand for greeting cards at that time. So again, paper connected product. So then we started with the greeting cards, and then that's where the whole rage of greeting cards happened, for all the occasions, for the Indian festivals. So all greeting cards were there. So that became a huge success, and then gradually we started building up that network of distributors, of dealers, of retailers, and then eventually Archies as a store was established. So as you rightly said, what has been the inspiration has always been my father. The success mantra is rejuvenating things, re-exploring things, re-exploring opportunities. Yes, we've been into this gifting kind of a horizon throughout our life, throughout my journey in working. So whatever I think is all surrounded by the whole gifting and the social expression ideas to make it big, make it expand more.
Correct.
in that same horizon, because we know that only.
Correct. So
yeah, that's my father has been the inspiration for me.
Yes, so I think for most of the people who are watching, the viewers, this must be a very nostalgic conversation for you, because most of you guys have grown buying Archie's greeting cards, and there was a time when I used to buy greeting cards, and there was no space often during the festivals, during occasions to stand in the store, right? Yeah. So we have grown. So give me a couple of attributes your father has in terms of which you feel that has been responsible for him building this from scratch.
See, he is the man who created everything from scratch. So he's been through all ups, he's seen all ups, all downs, all success, all struggles. He's seen it all.
Yeah.
And only thing is, he's been very passionate about what he's doing. Money was always secondary for him. It is all about the passion to build up that brand, build up those stores, build up those new designs. No, he's a creative guy. So his passion every day, today he's 70, but every day he comes to our office for 3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours. He goes to the design studio, see what's happening, what creative is happening in the coming occasion, the forthcoming occasions, the new days coming in. So he's from 1 to 100 involved in all the creativity of the company, because from there only the different products, different SKUs shape up for our company. So his discipline, his passion, at 70 his energy like no one else, because he's the man who did it. So that is another level of inspiration for us.
Wow, wonderful. So what we could gauge is that reinventing yourself continuously is the
Reinventing.
to build a business. Passion is of course the core, and in this kind of a business, your creativity, your innovation, your zest and understanding of what the customer wants, and keep on using the creativity to create new products which are unique to the company, which people like. So
Plus, we also build up this loyalty of the customers since 44 years. We've seen recession, we've seen the pandemic, we've seen the slow down of greeting cards. There were e-greetings earlier, then nobody sends e-greetings. Then there was, the WhatsApps of the world and everything. Still, greeting card is our whole and soul. Everybody now, we encourage people. There are people who still buy greeting cards. Because of greeting cards only, we are what we are.
Correct.
Archies is all about greeting cards.
Correct.
And then the other categories of gifting, home decor, soft toys, mugs, stationery, everything founded automatically, organically actually. So now we encourage people to buy greeting cards as a gift also. So you buy something for Rakhi or for Diwali or for Valentine or birthday or anniversary, and you just add on a greeting card. Yes. That is $50, $100, $150. So it enhances that gifting value. The sentiments are there. WhatsApp, I can wish you anywhere in the world. Am I a priority? You ignore it. It's a formality kind of a thing. But if you really mean it to wish, when you receive a greeting card, you will keep that greeting card.
Absolutely.
It will not be deleted like those digital platforms. So it becomes like a memory. It's more become as a symbol of a wish. So that is also, we are working on that.
Absolutely, and I think the viewers would understand that the power of the the shelf life of a greeting card, other than the.
It's become a memory now.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of memories. It's this is a kind of a souvenir which is kept. X, Y, anybody has given. Now also, we've been part of establishing those. Apart from the Indian festivals, we've launched Mother's Day, Father's Day, Daughter's Day. We were the person who introduced these days in the country.
Absolutely.
We got Valentine's Day in the nation, and now if you see all the top brands all over the world, they have joining the occasion, those days, they've made it massive. Now even Women's Day, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Daughter's Day, all the Teachers' Day, all these days, because the whole India participated, it has become a different ball game altogether.
Yes.
So it has been very encouraging, and we feel also proud that we got those days in the country, and all the big brands, all the big giants are involved in creating something huge, and whole India celebrates those days.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that every day is a Mother's Day, every day is a Father's Day, but when you have these occasions, it creates a compulsion or for people to at least recognize, be vocal about it, so it makes a lot of difference.
Absolutely. So these days also helped a company like us. Like for instance, every day is a birthday of anyone, every day is someone's anniversary. So adding on to these days also adds up to the huge sentimental value of expressing love and feelings for each other. Maybe it's your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your family, your in-laws, your friends. So everything is all about emotion and love.
Absolutely. Great. So coming to the now business of retail. Okay. So in your category, what I could make out is that a lot of collaborations, a lot of partnerships have worked. So can you tell us a brief about that?
See, first we have our own stores, we have our own franchises, we have our own retailers which sell Archies all India. So we got these three verticals. Plus we have a very organic way of doing our online business. because during pandemic we realized the essentials were allowed. The e-commerce guys were not disturbed. They were, because we've always been an offline company. So we've understood, we have our own site called archiesonline.com, which we run through a very organic way, because we see all the occasions, from birthday anniversaries to the occasions of Rakhi and the festivals, and all the Valentines of the world, Christmas, New Year, Diwali. They all shop, the customer shops from our website, because they feel more official. Archies Online, they will intend to see the entire range in our site. So we keep our Archies Online as an organic way, and we see traffic during these occasions and days and festivals, which are popular now in India. Apart from any customer buying digitally for Archies products, we are available at Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, all these big guys. So everyday e-commerce shopping happens from these portals. All the celebrations and everything happens through our own official site. We started quick commerce also now, like 10 minutes delivery, 15 minutes delivery. So we just started with Blinkit. Then few other major players should be in pipeline by another 2 weeks or so, or maximum by first week of September. So all these quick commerce guys are coming through. Blinkit started with us. It's been 3 months, doing very well. Archies, who thought the gifting will be 10 minutes, 15 minutes away, like a grocery or anything. So that's a big thing for us. Plus, we've seen challenges opening stores in malls. It's expensive. The CAM part is there, which kills you. Even if you're shut, you have to pay CAM. Your store is shut, or we've seen odd and even. So basically, we were an offline company. So we kind of diversify into other areas, other verticals where we can grow our brand.
Yeah.
So Blinkit is one example. We started exports to US, to America, to Europe.
Right.
So we have our paper bags for exports. Archies is getting there. My team is working to introduce Archies in Middle East, in UAE to start with. That should happen by we've got our partner there now, so we are in talks with the initial talks are happening. So we should be there in by October. Archies will be there in UAE to begin with. So that's another partnership we are having. So these are the quick commerce, the exports, the Archies presence in UAE, then Middle East. So these are all areas. Plus we are focusing more on opening more stores, obviously.
Correct.
Our main focus will be to open stores in North India. For a year and a half, we are there in North, good control, managing everything. Also, opening stores will be more in high streets rather than malls. We are not saying no to malls, but wherever we have a good balance sheet, sales versus expense, we'll open. Obviously, we were there in all the malls before pandemic. So our main focus will be opening more stores in high street, and then more profitable stores in malls, which suits the tenants and everything, and the rental part of it. So that's going to be there. So that's going to be our expansion.
Correct. Wonderful. So this reminds me that we have seen cycles. When malls start coming in, people said, boss, high streets are going to get finished, right?
It's all cycle.
Yeah. Absolutely. So when e-commerce came, people said, oh my goodness, all offline stores are going
there
to
will be no footfall.
There will be no footfall.
So
right?
we've done and seen that in last 3-4 years.
Yeah. And then now, it's like, so now there was a talk of Omnichannel. Suddenly a word got created called Omnichannel. So I think post-pandemic, everything is Omnichannel, right? So as you rightly said that you have the Archies Online, but you are also opening stores. So for a touch and feel product like yours, I mean, what do you suggest the upcoming retailers, that should they be online, should they be offline?
See,
what should be the strategy for retail?
See, as you rightly said, it has become an omni-channel. If you remember, in last 2.5 years, there was also a big news what will happen to e-commerce when this quick commerce guys comes in. So they were also in that dilemma ki everyone has to be in a 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes delivery.
Correct. So there was a mad rush.
There was a mad rush.
Yeah.
In normal e-commerce business, it takes 24 hours for a normal delivery to 48 hours to deliver. It broke down to 10 to 15 minutes to 30 minutes of delivery. We've always been an offline company. We've always been a retail company. We believe in stores. It's because of the stores we are what we are today. We are a brand because of the touch and feel of the offline customers coming to our stores. You have to feel that teddy bear or that product, or to see that greeting card, or to see that stationery. We're not a grocery where you order something and obviously it has to be the same. So we are a more touch and feel model. We will always be a retail company, but yes, because the India is changing so rapidly, having e-commerce, having marketplace, having quick commerce, so we have to be there. Our presence has to be there. But our prime will be the retail offline.
Great.
So we are already now there in B town, C town of stores. A town. Delhi NCR is always considered A town. Mumbai is there. Pune is there. They are all A towns now. Bangalore, Chennai, Calcutta. So all these are there, but then there are A town, those tier 2 cities which are encouraging for our business.
So this is an interesting, insight that the tier 2, tier 3 towns are gaining more. So
you'll be surprised, in tier 2, tier 3 cities, we are an Indian company, but these guys still feel Archies is MNC. It's an international company. So that's the image and that's the branding we have done over the years.
Yes,
so they think it's an imported company, international company.
Yes. So just I wanted to tell all the retail leaders who are watching that Bharat story is happening now. So you must not only focus on metros, but
the tier 2, tier 3, a huge potential, huge market.
Yeah.
Huge monetary families, and everything. The awareness is huge through digital about the brands and what are the occasions and everything. So it's a widespread of that consumer bracket, which is huge in the country now.
Yeah. So now I would like to, no success is achieved without challenges.
Absolutely.
Right. And I think you as a product category has gone through that challenge, right? When, as you rightly said a while ago, that greetings, physical greetings got changed into e-greetings, right? So just share our viewers that, what kind of challenges were there when you suddenly got hit by this, and, what were the thought processes, how did you overcome that?
See, earlier we were greeting cards and the whole domain of Archies with all the different kind of gifts and home decors and soft toys and whatnot we had. But our main backbone is greeting card. Then the digital revolution happened. Then e-greetings came. Then they said, oh, greeting cards will be over. Then e-greetings, nobody sends e-greetings now. Then WhatsApp came. Then WhatsApp has also become a social dilemma only, it's an everyday proposition. So what happened was, because these new digital formats were so everyday involvement, so the idea of gifting products, also gifting a greeting card became a gift now. So it becomes a memorable. It's like an add-on to your gift. So that has really involved and helped us. We have different kind of cards now. We've got all sizes, all kind of look and feel of greeting cards now. We add on greeting cards as a gift also now. We have a gift category wherein greeting cards is there. So we're very evolving through our own channel, through our own product categories. For example, this year Rakhi is a part of a greeting card. So you have a greeting card, but you have a Rakhi with that. So you have a soft toy, you have a greeting card attached to that soft toy.
Beautiful.
So we have, because the greeting card has to be a part of all the gift what Archies is selling and what consumers are buying.
Absolutely.
So by giving them a greeting card as a gift or as a product SKU or an add-on, will keep them in their mind that you got to buy the greeting card. You have to keep that greeting card for life. So we are doing that. We have streamlined our social media also now, focusing on greeting cards, advertising on greeting cards, advertising gifts surrounded with greeting cards. So we're going to take our digital media, social media into a next scale from Rakhi onwards.
Beautiful. So what I could gain from it and sense that, every retail startup founder or a retail company should not get bothered about these cyclic short-term trends. Yeah, so you should always have a long-term window because things will turn around, right? So if you are in the play, if you keep on doing right things, ultimately everything comes back.
Comebacks. It's a what goes around comes around is a circle of life.
Correct. So that is what now I would like to request my colleague Amisha to ask you questions on the vision of the company, where it is going, and then we will conclude. Amisha, please.
So now we are talking about greeting cards a lot in this interview. So I want to continue that conversation a bit further. So we have observed that local retailers have kind of stopped selling greeting cards. I won't say stop, but the trend is decline in the local retailers. So in digital age, as you said that we are greeting cards. So how did you manage to sustain your business on greeting cards? And why do you think that local retailers have stopped? And what are your strategies that people are still buying? And what is the demand of greeting card in this market as of now?
See, first of all, there has been a shrink in retail network for greeting cards because they prefer more gifts of Archies or more occasional seasonal products from Archies. But it's not that they have stopped keeping greeting cards, they all keep greeting cards. We have our own network of franchisees, we have our own company owned stores. Obviously, our prime focus is to maintain that greeting card wing in our stores, so that the consumer buying or not is secondary, but the presence of greeting card is a must for Archies because Archies brand is all about greeting card since beginning. So, and as I told before, as I mentioned before, we are having greeting card as a part of all our gifts. And even in our e-commerce, our focus, even in the other portals, we are focusing on greeting cards as a part. But if you want to buy anything from Archies or you want to do any tie-up with Archies, or if the greeting card will be a part of it. So that's how we are doing it. In terms of social media, as I rightly said, we are going to be doing something new, which has never happened in the world of Archies. We are very excited about it. That's going to happen on 23rd of August. Where there's going to be a huge news around the brand, how the brand will be taken forward from there on, how brand will shape up with the audience ahead. We are also, I can't discuss more about that, but we are also even evaluating, our team is working on it, how a 4-year-old to a 11 or 11-year-old, that bracket of millennials, Gen Z what we call, how we get our brand aware from that age. So by the time they are 9, 10, 11 years old and they say Archie, so it's not new for them. It is an instant brand recall and they become customers rather than having an awareness at 11 years or 12 years. They already are my customers. So that Gen Z has to be involved. That's our future model of how we're going to take our advertising, our social media and all our platforms offline towards that. So that's the event on 23rd of August, wherein something surprisingly big we're going to introduce to the world.
Well, we can't wait about that. But can you share some insight about the demands of greeting cards? Like, we know that your core is greeting cards, but exactly what is the market demand of greeting cards? If you can share with our viewers.
See, market demand is shrunk worldwide. We've got Hallmark, we've got American Greetings of the world. So, obviously that has come down, but we can't say it is over. It is not like a cassette or a CD or a camera, which are over by the new digital way of music, hearing music, or through phones and cameras in your phone. The market is still there. All these big giants are still doing well, still surviving, still expanding. So same is the case with us. See, every day, as I told you, every day there is a birthday, every day is an anniversary. For any occasions, Rakhi, New Year, Christmas, Diwali, Valentine, there is one brand which is pocket friendly, which is economical, which is there, available every place, even in offline, even in online, even in a 10 minutes delivery. So that's our brand. It's our legacy of our brand. Archies is gifts, and any occasion, any celebrations, Archies comes to your mind first.
Definitely.
So that's our own brand loyalty, which we have, maintained since so many years.
So now we are talking about Archies being a very old brand, but we are seeing a lot of new gifting brands are emerging. You are aware of that. So how do you feel about that? I'm sure that you're not threatened at all, but how do you feel about that? The new emerging, do you see the opportunity in this market? And just tell us, our viewer, like.
See, India is open, or the world is open for any and every brand to come in, in terms of, if you see fashion, or even clothing, or women clothing, or even the beauty segment. There are many brands comes in, many brand closes, many brands sustain. There is a lot of new, this so-called startup culture. This is happening, and everybody wants to do what the other person is doing. He's successful, oh, why not we do this? We have a better idea, we have this. So all these things are happening, the startups are happening. How many startups are successful? You also know, and we also know. You also know how this funding games work. You also know how India, for example, if there is a deodorant, we have seen all that. So now we import our own perfumes from Turkey. So deodorant, there were about 200 brands of deodorant, seeing one company. Then there was Miniso. There were so many same kind of companies coming like that. See, it's all about how you connect with your customer. You have a memory, you have that brand loyalty with a certain brand, So it's still there, it's never going to go away. Rest all are most welcome to try it all. Every industry has a competition. So it's all about how you treat your customer, how your product is, your quality, your innovation, your creativeness in your categories is what brings your customers back. That's what I can say.
Perfect. So as you already talked about the recent collaborations, so can you tell us about your recent collaboration with M Caffeine, and what kind of collaboration we can see like this in future?
See, as I said, we have our stores, right? We have our own products. We have products which we manufacture, which we import, which we are known for. Then those are all under Archies umbrella. There are products which are required in Archies, but we don't manufacture. So we call them as a third party product, which is required by every customer wants that to be in our store, because it comes under that gifting, parameter. For example, chocolates, we don't manufacture, but we have got about 7-8 all brands tied up with us, from Ferrero Rocher to Lindt to Mars to Hershey's to another tie-up we are having now with Cadbury's. So Cadbury and Archies are coming together. So, we don't manufacture these products, but these products sells huge. I mean, chocolate sales for Rakhi is crazy for our stores. So we have to have those brands. They come, and the best, because we have a brand recognition and that brand power. So these brands also come in, join us in our terms. What we offer rent for our shelf lives. The terms are SOR basis. So, and plus we get those brands, enjoy those margins. Plus these brands also have an advantage being in Archies, because their brand are showcased to the gifting world. All the gifting customers coming to my stores, they also see those brands. For example, pens. We don't manufacture pen. We have Luxor, Parker, Pierre Cardin, Submarine, all those brands which are known brands. They also have presence in our stores, so that they're also there in the retail. But as a gifting customer, they see the pen category. So that is there. These are all popular brands. For perfumes, we got a lot of perfume brands which are known brands which are there in my stores. Then, in terms of electronics, we have a lot of new tie-ups happening, a lot of home decor tie-ups happening, which are new for our trade. So these are the brand tie-ups which we do. As I rightly said, Cadbury is one of them. There are about 3 or 4 more tie-ups in the pipeline, which should be happening more or less before Diwali. So about 4 more tie-ups happening now, which are known ones, which are required in our stores and which we don't even manufacture. So it fits in that category area for our customers.
That's great, viewers. If you are listening to this now, you can definitely find anything you want in Archies store. I guarantee you that.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is our thought. That is our thought.
That is great. That is great. As you talked about Rakhi, that there's a category of chocolates that is like booming. So what about the Friendship Day? We have just done with Friendship Day yesterday. You can say that. So what are the category who was the like top priority in terms of sales?
See, Friendship Day was more of the home decor, more of the gifting of home decor. You know, friends, in an Archies store, we have everything. We can't categorize, but we create a exclusive merchandise for Friendship Day. You know, that particular range which launches on Friendship Day. Obviously, there are friendship bands which goes, mugs are every day, soft toys are every day. So, you know, we can't categorize a product for Friendship Day. It's the whole brand under Archies, the SKUs which are there. You know, but then we create special merchandise for Friendship Day. Rakhi, as I said, is huge for us. Chocolates are big, the gifts are big, the brother sister categories which we have created for Rakhi, like every year we do, are big. And Rakhi is number 2 for us as an occasion. Number 1 is undoubtedly the Valentine's Day, but it has become bigger than Diwali, than Christmas, than New Year. So it takes the number 2 position for our company as the occasion one.
So now we are talking about brother-sister bonds and other relationship we have talked about in this interview. So Archies is known for their creative and emotional advertising, right? So people can actually relate to it. So how much you are expecting to spend this financial year on percentage you can share on advertising particularly?
See, as I said, we are launching something big which is connected to advertising only.
Okay.
And advertising is not all about you have an ad coming on a television. Yeah. It's all about ad coming on a YouTube. That new way of taking the company forward is only focused on advertisement through social media, through my offline stores, through the product categories, which will evolve around that new launch, which is going to happen. So all my advertisement will have that new element for the future. So that's going to create a lot of buzz around it, and more of that will be unveiled on 23rd.
Okay, so we have to wait too much for that. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our viewers in terms of your new opening stores, like how much you are thinking of, you know, like this year you will be completing this kind of stores? So what is the number?
We were hit with the pandemic.
Yeah.
We were about 240 stores. We had to shut about 80-85 stores. Then again the challenge of lockdowns, the odd evens days of running. We were lucky in 2021. We were just got saved about 2 weeks before Valentine's Day when that Omicron wave came in January. So we've seen a lot of things happening. We had to shut couple of stores. Still we bought about 14-15 stores which are yet to open, which are in the corporate parks because of the MNC parks, work from home still. So that also getting, because opening now, they were shut, the whole interior was gone because of the lockage and everything. We are redoing the stores, and again major focus opening more stores in North India. That is our thumb rule for 1.5 years to 2 years now, and get back to those numbers of 240-250 range now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Varun, to share all the details with our consumer. I hope that our consumer, you know, got more insight about their favorite gifting brand. So I would like I would like to ask Ved sir to come in and continue the conversation.
So very interesting insights, Varun. I mean, what I could make out from the conversation is that all the businesses, whether you are at a journey in a place, or you are starting up, or you want to grow, you know, you should be focused on yourself. Competitions will come and go, right? But you should not be focused on them externally. You should be focused on yourself, building a brand, having consistency, focusing on your product, it delivers value, and of course in this genre it is creativity all the way, right? So I think brand Archies has been the force behind success. So brand is very important.
Brand is number 1.
Yeah. So I think for everybody, if you are able to create a brand through your products and keep the value of the product very high, in terms of the value delivered. So I think you'll be able to build a extraordinary business. So coming to the last part of the conversation, I would like to ask Varun, everybody post pandemic is talking about sustainability. So give our viewers a sense of how you are taking care of that.
See, I think you've covered everything very well. We have created this brand with a lot of passion, hard work and blood and sweat. Because it has taken our lifetime, my father's lifetime, my uncle's lifetime. All our employees, they've been so dedicated with us.
I met few employees
from many years
and who are here for last 30 years.
30 years, 25 years, 35 years also. So we've seen it all. After pandemic, yes, we were hit hard like any other retail company. We've realized we are not in a rat race now. We want to work on a profitable environment, profitable business. We don't want to prove anyone that we were in this number and we want to achieve this number. We don't believe in all this kind of a fad which is happening in the country. We want to sustain our brand, our quality, our products, as you rightly said, everything creative within the Archies horizon. Whether it's exports, whether it's e-commerce, quick commerce, whether it's our franchise or retailers or company owned stores, everything what we do, whatever decision we take, it has to be long term, sustainable and profitable. We are not in any rat race, but yes, we would like to get the brand Archies 2.0, as we rightly said, after pandemic should happen with the new way how we going to take the brand ahead, which we will unveil on, again I said, 23rd of August.
Great. So I think you'll also share with us then or your sustainability goals.
Of course.
So lastly, these days there's a lot of talk on the 4 P's of business, right? The people, profitability, planet and purpose. So out of these 4, what do you think is the most important and how do you straddle between the 4?
See, people are the key for any business, whether it's your employees, whether it's your end consumers, offline or digital. People are our main key. We have to give best of the products, best of the design products, best of that range and demand what the customer wants and perceives ki nahi, this should be in Archies. That is our main focus. As far as planet is concerned, whatever we are exporting, as far as the carry bags, paper bags from all over the place, they are all 100% cycled paper. So that's one area. The other P, the purpose is, again, we've created this brand, loyalty is everything for us. So the purpose always is Archies first, Archies second, Archies third. Everything is Archies. Rest everything follows automatically.
Yeah. So I think Archies has been part of everybody's journey, and what they are creating is bonding, connectedness, affinity, love, and I think we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
It had been an interesting conversation.
Pleasure to have you.
Thank you for being part of our show.
Pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.